Hello my friends, welcome back to the Existential Vegan. X here. Nice to see all of you again. The other day I made some vegan beef bourguignon and it turned out really good. So I thought, let's make some together. Okay guys, this is a surprisingly easy recipe. Let me show you what's in it. So instead of beef, we're going to be using some succulent pieces of tofu. Now this is a smoked tofu with sriracha flavor, so it actually mimics beef pretty good. We're going to use mushrooms. We'll probably use more than this. I just wanted to show you. You can use any kind of mushroom you want. These guys I'm probably going to cut up to kind of beef-sized pieces. We're going to use some potatoes, some carrots, some regular onion, and some pearl onions, garlic, and I like throwing in a scotch pepper only because I can't make anything without throwing in a scotch pepper. We are going to use avocado oil. I prefer avocado oil to olive oil because it has more monounsaturated fats, and you can cook at higher temperatures with it. We're just going to use a little bit of wine. This is a vegan red wine here, Cave Spring. We're going to use a beefless powder to make the broth taste beefier, but believe it or not, this is optional because when you're frying up the onion and the garlic and the mushrooms, it actually will take on a beef flavor on its own anyways. Now this beefless powder I got from a YouTube channel called Connie's Rawsome Kitchen, and I'll leave a link. It's a wonderful channel for all kinds of different recipes and stuff. And I'll also post a little, well, in this video I'll post a picture of the ingredients in the powder. We're going to use a little bit of soy sauce, and for our thickener we're going to use some cornstarch instead of flour. Okay guys, let's take a look at the ingredients, see what they look like cut up. And we don't want any kitty cats in our recipe. Right, Smudgy? So, this is the tofu. It even looks like beef. It kind of looks like chicken actually. And here's the mushrooms cut up. I got them cut up in big chunks. It's going to taste like beef when you're eating them. Same with the potatoes. They're big chunks. And the carrots. I kind of like the rustic look to it. There's our onions cut up. We have some pearl onion. That's about 8 cloves of garlic. And then there's our little bit of scotch pepper. That is 3 tablespoons of flour. We'll be making our slurry with that when the time comes. Let's go to the kitchen, start cooking. Okay guys, let's get started. Now we have some oil in the pan. And what we're going to do is just on a low heat, we're going to flavor this oil with some of this garlic. And we don't want the garlic to burn, so we're just going to, we'll probably take it out in a little bit. But right now, we're going to take a couple minutes on a low heat and flavor this oil. Okay, it's been a couple minutes. Let's add in some of the Scotch bonnet peppers. Flavor our oil some more. Okay, as you can see, we're still on a low heat, and I just added the tofu. Because as you know, tofu is a wonderful product for picking up flavors. And we're going to want this to pick up all these wonderful garlic flavors and pepper flavors. And soon we'll increase the heat, but right now we're going to keep it low so the tofu can pick up some flavors. And I'll end up taking the tofu out for a little bit, but I'll show you when the time comes. Okay guys, it's been about 10 minutes. We've taken out the tofu and most of the garlic so we don't burn the garlic. We've increased the heat, and now we're going to put the potatoes in. We're going to try and brown them a little bit. Same with the onions. We're going to brown these up under a high heat for a few minutes. And then we'll add some more veggies. Okay, can you see how those are browning up? So we're still on a high heat. What we're going to do is we're going to add our mushrooms and our carrots. And we're going to give this about 5 minutes on high heat. And then we're going to let this stuff simmer for, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes. Okay guys, it's been 3 or 4 minutes. Look at those beautiful flavors mixing together. Let's add our tofu back in. We're still on a high heat. But it will only be for a few more minutes. Okay guys, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add some vegetable broth. And what I did was I took a box, almost a box of, let's get a shot of it, vegetable broth. And I put 3 tablespoons of that beefless powder in it, shook it up. And this is what you get. And we're going to pour that in there. Yeah, we're going to finish off with the rest of the box here. We're going to add our remainder of garlic. And our bit of hot peppers that we had left there. And what we're going to do is stir this, bring it to a boil, and then let it simmer. We'll check it in half an hour, see if the carrots are soft. Okay? And I knew I was going to forget something. Hang on. Yeah, this is what makes it beef Bourguignon. A half a cup of red wine. That's all you need. It's just for flavor. We're not cooking meat that needs to saute and simmer for hours on end. Okay, once this gets up to a boil, we're going to let it simmer for half an hour, and then we'll check it together. Okay, it's just coming to a boil now, guys. We're going to add a little bit of soy sauce. A little thyme and a bay leaf. Some pepper. Some salt. Give that a stir. That looks absolutely beautiful. And we're going to put the lid on that, turn the heat down to a simmer, and let's check it in half an hour. Okay guys, it's been simmering for about 45 minutes. I've done the poke test. Everything is done. I've given it a little taste, and it's really, really tasty. So yeah, let's thicken it up here. So we have our slurry here. 3 tablespoons of cold water, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, we're not going to use this all. We're just going to thicken it up a little bit. Now, this recipe is all sort of your preference. You know, that's why I didn't put any quantities for carrots or potatoes, or, you know, it's whatever you like, you know, it's whatever your favorite, you know. I'm using a metal whisk. I'm being very careful not to touch the pan. You know, so that's why I didn't put any quantities. So it's just like whatever your favorite veggies are, put them in there. I love carrots. I love cooked carrots, you know. Okay. I'm trying to thicken this up. And we'll get back to you in a minute when this is thickened up. Okay guys, remember what I was saying about it's all personal taste? Well, this is the thickness I want it. And it's looking really, really good. So let's give it a taste test. Sue should be home from work pretty soon. And we'll see if she likes it. So there you have it, guys. Beefless Bourguignon. Looks beautiful. I hope you like it. Have a great week, guys.